Welcome everyone. Hello, how are we doing? Great. Awesome. I'm Chelsea Allen. I'm a senior instructor here at Guide Dogs for the Blind that was lucky enough to be a part of our class 1010. Welcome to graduation. Awesome. All right, well, we are here celebrating 7 new guide dog teams, 6 of which we have in person, 1 person that was trained locally in their home environment. But we are tuning in live stream, so whether you're here in person or virtually, welcome to graduation for class 1010. If it's your anyone's first graduation? Oh, welcome. Anyone's second? How about 30th? I got the instructional team. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Again, very awesome, special day for our clients, for the dogs, for our puppy raisers. And like I said, we have 6 teams in person that we are celebrating, 1 that was trained in their home area, so 7 guide dog teams. And we have a special presentation that is about 6 career changes that have been placed with our participating service dogs, other service organizations. So lots of fun things going on today. But before we get started, I want to acknowledge all of the things that have got us here to this day. You know, many of you, if you've been to graduation before, you hear, oh, it takes a village. It takes a lot of people to make this day happen. And I want to acknowledge all of that today. So we have, first and foremost, starting at the top, our puppy raisers, you know, our volunteers. Yes, definitely give them a round of applause. Thank you, Julie. But we literally could not do this without our puppy raisers. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You pour your heart and soul into these dogs, and it shows. So really thank you for all that you've done to raise these amazing dogs. And we'll get to hear from a few puppy raisers today. We also have some potential new raisers, I think, here at graduation today that will be doing a tour of GDB with our puppy raising staff. So potential new raisers, thank you so much for your thought in joining our mission. Want to thank our donors. So we can give a round of applause for our donors. Awesome. So thank you for helping us provide a lifetime of support at no cost to our alums. If you don't know, we receive no government funding, so we really would offer the best support possible, and we wouldn't be able to without our donors. We have a special thank you to Lillian Tremoli for her generous sponsorships of our harnesses in the year of 2024. Big thank you to our volunteers and our staff, whether you work directly hands-on with our dogs, in our administration office, we've got facilities teams here, we got HR, our kennel technicians, all of the above, our kitchen staff, residents. Huge round of applause for our staff and volunteers. And last but not least, I want to thank the clients here. Obviously, we need you all coming back to us for us to have our mission. So thank you so much for your hard work over the past 2 weeks. Getting a guide dog and learning to work with a guide dog, whether it's your first or your 5th guide, it's not easy. So thank you so much for all of your hard work over the past couple of weeks, for starting each day with a positive attitude and a desire to succeed. I have really enjoyed spending the last 2 weeks for you, and I know speaking with the instructional staff, we feel that it's been a wonderful 2 weeks. So thank you to you guys. All right, so what we've got up next is a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to a narrator, you will hear a second voice describing scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure everyone can access and enjoy the video. And it's called We Are GDB.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Valerie.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Valerie is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Now that you know a little bit more about what we do here at Guide Dogs for the Blind, We know that it's a very specialized job, that these dogs have to learn a lot, and not all of the dogs are meant to be guide dogs. So we have an opportunity today to celebrate some of our career changes and partnering organizations, service dog organizations that we work with. So I would like to pass it off to our Canine and Community Operations Officer, Kristen Lucas.
Thank you, Chelsea. Is that coming through? Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be here today. Everybody in the audience, as well as our live stream audience, thank you for joining us. You just watched a wonderful video that showed our core programs and wonderful jobs that these dogs go on to do. And Chelsea's right. Not all dogs are able to go on to be a guide dog or a breeder for guide dogs for the blind or a canine buddy. But that does not mean they weren't bred and raised to do something wonderful and to provide love and companionship and service in a different fashion. And so our job as an organization is to take these puppies that the raisers have poured their hearts and souls into raising for service and look to make a placement that continues that, a placement of service where these dogs can go on to provide something for individuals with disabilities. And we're going to celebrate 6 of these dogs and their raisers today, and we're going to share a little bit about 3 of our community partners. Our community partner program is select service dog organizations that share training methods, share philosophies on veterinary care, share philosophies basically on all of the key important stuff that we are in partnership with, and we are able to provide career change guide dogs or career change dogs to them for their service organizations. So our dog placement staff identifies and evaluates these career change dogs, and they look for the best placement. Each service organization has a different program, and we are looking for the best match for that individual dog. The first community partner that I would like to share a little bit about today, and we have 4 dogs that have been placed with this organization to celebrate today, is the National Institute of Canine Services and Training, NICST. You will hear a lot of us at GDB just say Dogs for Diabetics, and that's because Dogs for Diabetics evolved into NICST, and they now have more programs than just their Dogs for Diabetics program. We have been in partnership with the D4D component since 2004, which I think is just remarkable. So located in Concord, California, D4D trains medical alert dogs to detect low blood sugar for people who have insulin-dependent diabetes. The dogs are scent trained to recognize the chemical changes in blood sugar in order to provide an alert prior to the onset of hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. The majority of our career change dogs that are accepted into the NICST program do graduate from the Dogs for Diabetics program. And we are going to celebrate 4 of these dogs today. Oh, so I feel like I need to go to the photo description first since it got some audible ahs. So this is Hughes, and on the left is a close-up of Hughes, a black lab young puppy, and I would say with the lighting of this photo, he looks like a chocolate lab. But the adult version of a gorgeous Hughes right next to him, the right photo shows Hughes sitting outdoors wearing a blue collar and a blue service dog vest. Now we'll go to where I was supposed to start, which is Hughes is a male black Labrador retriever raised by Ann Talukian of Roseville, California. And Ann has provided a note for us today, so I am speaking as Ann right now. I wanted to start with a sentence every other puppy raiser has ever said: Hughes was the perfect puppy. She knows you well because she says, now if you are a puppy raiser, you will be laughing because we all raised the perfect puppy. Hughes is a fun-loving, happy, old soul kind of guy. From day one, he just knew what to do and loved doing it all. He was always up for an adventure. I know whatever his future holds, it will be exactly what he is meant to do. Go Hughes, go. The Roseville Club is cheering you on. Let's give Hughes and Ann a big round of applause. Okay, the next dog and raiser that we are celebrating today with a placement at NICST is Mara, a female yellow Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Nancy Winslow of Vail, Arizona. In the photograph, we have a picture of Mara sitting outdoors in front of green bushes, and she is wearing a blue service dog jacket. What a name, Optimist. We are celebrating Optimist, a female yellow Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Sarah Guthrie of Oakland, California, Dustin St. John of Santa Rosa, California, and Lisa Marie Likely of Santa Rosa, California. And in this photograph, we have Optimist sitting on grass next to a blue sign that is congratulating her on her placement with NICST. And our fourth and final placement with NICST today is Rodeo. Rodeo is a male yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Jameson Piscatello of Leander, Texas, and Elzeby Peregrino of Austin, Texas. The photo description is Rodeo sitting outdoors wearing a blue service dog vest. Okay, the next organization that I'd like to share a little bit of information about is Dogs for Better Lives. They are located in Central Point, Oregon, and they train hearing dogs for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, as well as autism assistance dogs and program assistance dogs. Now, hearing dogs are taught to alert to the doorbell or the smoke alarm, the phone, the kitchen timer. They can also learn other sounds specific to the individual client and provide general awareness of environmental sounds in public settings. Autism assistance dogs are trained to provide a calming presence and physical contact for children with autism, which can help them in new or stressful situations. And program assistance dogs go to work with full-time professionals such as physicians, teachers, counselors, and other licensed therapists in the treatment of and work with their clients and students with disabilities. So we have placed with Dogs for Better Lives, Dorothy. Dorothy is a female yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Sarah Leklinski of Walnut Creek, California, and Andrew Jackson of Walnut Creek, California. And this photograph shows Dorothy laying down looking at the camera. She's wearing a green vest and a purple gentle leader. Okay, and we have Freedom Canines International. And Freedom Canines International matches dogs' abilities to a variety of programs. They have a hearing dog program, they have a diabetic alert dog program, and they also have a service dog program that assists people with mobility issues. And placed with Freedom Canines International is Heirloom. Heirloom, a female black Labrador Retriever raised by a bunch of people who loved her very much. Jancy Danielle Ivy of Crosby, Texas, Majesty Yates of Houston, Texas, Sarah Mishra of Richmond, Texas, and Sydney and Brenda Hayosh of Austin, Texas. I know, it takes a village sometimes. Or there was so much love to go around. So Raiser Sydney Hayosh provided the following about Heirloom. She says, Heirloom was my introduction to puppy raising, and I couldn't have asked for a better first dog. I got Heirloom near the end of her time in puppy raising when she already knew everything a puppy raiser is supposed to teach their dog. Her house manners were impeccable, and her enthusiasm for training was unmatched. She blended perfectly into my life, accompanying me to every college class I had. She was an absolute joy to work with the sweetest eyes that could just melt your heart. It was impossible not to love her. So we have two photographs of Heirloom. On the left, Black Lab Heirloom sits outside behind bright bluebonnet flowers, and on the right, Heirloom is sitting down looking up at the camera. She's wearing a blue and red jacket. I wanted to thank the puppy raisers for supporting this community partnership that we have with all of these organizations. We know that you've poured your heart and your soul into these dogs, and that you intended for them to become guide dogs or breeders or canine buddies with guide dogs for the blind. That wasn't their path, but their path is still amazing, and it still required all of the work and love that you provided to these dogs. So thank you very much. And I would like to pass it now to Hallie to present the graduating guide dog class today.
Thank you, Kristen. My name is Hallie James Ogasawara. I am an apprentice instructor here, and I had the pleasure of instructing in this class that we just had in residence. And today I will be presenting all of our graduating clients. So first I would like to invite Kelly to join me up on stage. Kelly has been paired with Tamsin, a female black Labrador Golden Retriever cross. Tamsin was raised by Karen McKenna of Rohnert Park, California, and Deborah Dubrowski of San Rafael, California. Kelly lives in Wynwood, Pennsylvania, and is receiving her first guide dog. In her spare time, Kelly likes to relax and listen to music, and she's excited for many adventures ahead with Tamsin.
I first want to thank the staff here at TDB. They were always here for us. They made us feel right at home, and they either answered our questions or gave us advice or just helped us out in any great way. I want to thank my family for their support in this journey and adventure. I want to thank the puppy raisers here for raising Tamsin. She is such a sweetheart and is the perfect match for me. I want to thank my classmates for lots of laughter and fun times that we had together. I will remember all those times. And I want to thank my instructor for teaching me the skills to have a guide dog and to learn how to manage and to be a guide dog handler. Thank you for repeating all the different lessons time and time until I got comfortable with them and got the hang of it. Thank you for being creative in those darn turns and how to learn them. I think I got the hang of it. And thank you for encouraging and supporting me when I was scared and thought, I can't do this. But I know now that you told me that I can be great and can do this. And the next time we go out on our route, I'm going to remember from that awesome night experience that I'm going out for a stroll and I've got my chin up. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Karen McKenna, and I was Tamsin's first puppy raiser. And even though she's my fourth puppy, she represents a lot of firsts for me. My first 3 puppies I raised back to back, but when I turned my third puppy in at recall, I decided to take a break from raising. As any puppy raiser knows, going from a constant companion at the end of the leash to not having a puppy by your side can be a really strange shift. I was helping my puppy raising club in different ways, uncertain about my future in puppy raising, when friends who are here today in the Petaluma Club picked up Tamsin's brother Trefoil and brought him to his first club meeting. He was so cute, I mentioned I might want to raise a cross puppy next. My first 2 puppies were labs and my third was a golden. As luck would have it, I was starting my spring break the following week, and the puppy center had a list of puppies they were still trying to find homes for. They even had a Trefoil sibling, I was told. I still wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to starting another puppy so close to the end of the school year as a teacher. So then I experienced another first, a picture sent to my cell phone of a puppy in the puppy center waiting for a home. I still have the photo on my phone. In the picture, Tamsin's about 8 weeks old with a large head and a little body. She's posing with her front paws on top of a blue structure, and her back paws are barely reaching the floor. She's looking straight into the camera with a very serious expression, fluffy ears, and soulful eyes. As soon as I saw the picture, I fell in love and agreed to pick her up right away. She was in our home by day 2 of spring break. So she's my first cross puppy, and she's the first puppy I fell in love with before ever holding. To know Tamsin is to fall in love with her immediately. Even though she was my fourth puppy, Tamsin's the first puppy I didn't raise completely from puppy pickup to recall. And that taught me a lot. I learned that it's okay to admit you have limitations and ask for help. I'm so grateful to Tamsin's second puppy raiser, Deb, who did all the hard work and deserves all the credit for Tamsin's success. I've learned that I love volunteering for Guide Dogs for the Blind because we all share the same mission. We all love our dogs, and we want them to find their highest potential. Even when she left my home, I knew Tamsin was loved and given the tools she needed to find her best self. The final first is that Tamsin is my first dog to have an in-person graduation instead of virtual. It's amazing to get to meet you, Kelly, and see you two working together as a team. I'm so grateful for Tamsin's trainers and all the staff at GDB for all their work to get here. With every dog, I'm continually amazed by the match and how perfect it is, and you guys are perfect. I feel so blessed to be a part of the celebration for Kelly and Tamsin today. I'm grateful I fell in love with that photo and said yes, and I'm so excited for your future together.
Hi, everyone. I am Deb Dabrowski. And first of all, Karen really did all the hard work with Tamsin, and Kelly's really doing all the hard work with Tamsin. Really, I'm just the person in between. But I will say just a couple of things about Tamsin. When she was handed off to me, I saw right away she was a very special puppy. She is just so full of love. She's a very intuitive girl. And just one little story, she's the type of dog that seems to know exactly what you need. So I'd come home from work or, after a hard day, be really tired, and instead of being like, hey, let's go for a walk, she'd just come and sit on my feet, like holding me down to the floor, like, you're not going anywhere, we're just gonna sit here and chill. And that's the kind of dog she is, and I can tell that she's gonna be a perfect match for you, Kelly. I can already tell you guys are bonded. She's practically sitting on your foot right now. Tamsin's a very special dog. I am so happy to see her graduate. I'm so happy to see everyone graduating today, and I'm very happy, Kelly, that you got matched with Tamsin, because you guys are just like a match made in heaven. So congratulations, and best of luck.
Congratulations to Kelly and Tamsin. Next, I would like to invite Julie and Valdine to join me on stage. Julie has been paired with Valdine, a female black Labrador Retriever. Valdine was raised by Christy Gabler of Atascadero, California. Julie lives in San Diego, California, and is receiving her first guide dog. Julie likes to walk along the beautiful San Diego coast and go to concerts in her free time, and she's very excited to bring Valdine home. I have the mic for you here.
Hi, everybody. There aren't enough, I'm sorry. There's not enough words to really express the gratitude that I have for GDB, all of the staff, Christy, puppy raiser, everyone that has been active and involved in Valdine getting here. I fell in love with her the first moment that I saw her, and my love for her just grows by the day. And I just can't wait to take her home and start our adventures together. I just want to thank the staff, nurses, resident advisors, our chefs who were very accommodating. My classmates, a lot of great memories. I'm so glad we were able to vibe very well. It's a bittersweet feeling. I really love it here, and I know that this is not the last time that I'll be here or stay in touch with everybody. But yeah, I'm excited And I just want to give a shout out to my family and friends who are tuning in virtually. Valdine cannot wait to meet you. She's excited. So thank you guys.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christy Gabler, Valdine's puppy raiser. This is also my first in-person graduation. The others were virtual, so I'm so excited to be here. Valdine was another first for me as well. She was my first baby puppy and the first one that I raised on my own with my wonderfully patient husband, David. All of the others, my kids were still in the house and they helped, but once our youngest left the nest, I couldn't be alone. So I needed to keep going, and I'm so glad that I did, because Valdine is an absolute gem, and this partnership is incredible. You two are going to be unstoppable in San Diego, and it's an absolutely beautiful match. So one thing about Valdine is her full body wag. She is the most excitable and excited puppy. During our visit earlier today, she was wagging the entire time, which just brings a room full of joy. So it's very challenging to feel down or sad when Valdine is around. So she's sure to bring countless hours of joy and safety and companionship and love to you and all of your family, and I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to Julie and Valdine. Next, I would like to invite Joel and Emory to join me on stage. All right. Here's good, Joel. All right. Yes. All right. Joel has been paired with Emory, a female yellow Labrador retriever. Emory was raised by Emma Barna of San Antonio, Texas. Joel lives in Makawao, Hawaii, where he likes to spend time gardening, exercising, and cooking. Joel is looking forward to long walks on his local beaches and trails with Emory, who is his second guide. I have the microphone for you here.
Thank you very much. Aloha GDB community. It's been over a decade since I've been here. It's really great to see this place continuing to improve and thrive, and just wonderful to be here. You guys took such great care of us while we were here, and I think the instructors thanked everybody who needed to be thanked, but I'd just like to say thank you again to all of you, from the instructors, the volunteers, the puppy raisers. Hats off to the kitchen for feeding us, housekeeping for cleaning up after us every day, especially the puppy raisers. Those of you watching out in YouTube land over there, love you, Josie. Lily, can't wait for you to meet Emory. I hope that ankle heals up, because this one goes fast. But again, big mahalo to everybody. Love all of you guys. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emma. I raised Emory. She is my sixth dog, and she's a special one. I know we talked about how we say that our dogs are perfect, but I really think that Emory was perfect. She was from the day I got her. She was actually supposed to be a starter puppy, but I just fell in love with her after having her for like a week, and I couldn't do it. So I just raised her all the way through, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to hear about all the adventures that her and Joel go on.
Congratulations to Joel and Emory. All right, next I would like to invite Maya to join me on stage. Maya has been paired with Lori, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. Lori was raised by Alexandria Small of Escondido, California. Maya is a student in Missoula, Montana, receiving her first guide dog. She's excited to work on campus with Lori, and in her spare time, she enjoys listening to music and is excited to teach Lori all about her favorite bands.
This was such an incredible opportunity that I didn't realize was possible for me just when I started the whole process. And I'm so grateful for everyone here and the donors and the puppy raisers who did such a wonderful job with Lori. And of course, Hallie, who was the most amazing instructor I could have asked for. And yes, thank you so much for all being here and helping out.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Lori was my first puppy I raised. I got interested in guide dogs when I was 12 and I got her when I was 13. And she was an awesome puppy. It was so fun to raise her. And I want to thank my mom and my dad for letting me do this. It was such an awesome opportunity. It was so fun, and it was hard at times, but now seeing them together, oh my gosh, it is so worth it. Oh my gosh. It is just it's wonderful, the mission. I want to thank my club leader. She was such a big help. Anytime I needed help, I could just text her and ask her, and she'd be like, this is what you got to do. Oh, hi Sharon, if you're watching. I want to thank the formal trainers that trained her. They did an amazing job. She's just seeing her in her vest and working formally. It's awesome. Yeah. You want to say?
Sure.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say anything, so I don't have anything prepared, but I am very proud of my daughter for taking on the responsibility at such a young age, and we now have our second dog in the home. So she's doing a really great job, and it really does take a village to raise a puppy, and our club has been amazing, just supporting her and our family as we're trying to figure it out. And Sharon is really a great leader and just has so much love for this program, and we're so grateful for that because we definitely lean on her a lot for help. And just Maya, I'm just really excited for you. This just brings our family so much joy. I'm really sorry my husband and my other daughters couldn't be here. They really wanted to, but just seeing this is just so joyful and such a blessing, and just can't wait to see what you and Lori do together in Montana and just see some pictures and whatever updates you want to give us. Just hope that she really blesses your life. So.
Congratulations, Maya and Lori. Next, I would like to invite Sherry to join me on stage. Sherry has been paired with Huxley, a male yellow Labrador Retriever. Huxley was raised by Debbie and Rod Gordon of Mission Viejo, California. Sherry lives in Waukesha, Wisconsin. She's an avid crafter and is always creating or showcasing a new project. She is looking forward to introducing Huxley to all of her friends and family back home, and he is her 5th guide dog. I have the microphone here for you. Really close to your face, closer. Yeah.
Thank you to everyone that has made this possible. Training is never easy, even though you've gone through it 4 other times. So it truly has been a blessing to have everybody here. My classmates have been super. Thank you to the puppy raisers, the staff, the donors, everybody. I so love all of you. Friends, can't wait till you meet my pony.
Well, if you haven't noticed in the room and those watching streaming, Huxley's rather big. And I'll tell you a quick story. When we got Huxley, he came off the puppy truck in a pouring down rain. They call it an atmospheric river now, I guess, which I never heard of until then. And I said to Debbie, do you want to hold the puppy or the umbrella? She said, oh, I'll take the puppy. Okay, so he comes off the truck. They put her in his arms, or her arms, and said, here's your gentle giant. And he was like, he's our third dog, and he was 50% bigger than the first two dogs. Debbie's holding this dog for like 3 minutes, and then she's motioning for me to come back, and I go, what's wrong? She goes, I can't hold him any longer. So everywhere we go, I mean, everywhere we go, it was always, look how big that dog is, even from the time he was a little puppy. So we were memorable, but not because of us, because of him. So we're really happy to be here. It's our first in-person graduation, and to meet Sherry and to see Huxley again. And, we've enjoyed this whole experience, and it's been wonderful to be here. And Debbie wants to thank somebody else. Your turn.
Well, we wanted to thank Frank Frand and his organization, Tee Off for Dogs. They were generously donated Huxley's harness, so we really, really appreciate it. And thank you, Sherry, for being such a good partner for Huxley.
Congratulations, Sherry and Huxley. Next, I would like to invite Mo to join me on stage. Mo has been paired with Bosco, a male yellow Labrador Retriever. Bosco was raised by Alan, Nanette, and Nicole Cox of Granite Bay, California, Ashley Tobin of Henderson, Nevada, Marcia Kleps of Sun Valley, Nevada, and Brian and Melissa Plummer of Fiddletown, California. Mo is very excited to be paired with Bosco, who is his first guide dog. Mo is looking forward to traveling with Bosco, and in his free time, he likes to go to the beach. You can come a little bit closer to me, Mo. Thank you. Perfect, and then just a quarter turn to your right. Your other right. There you go. And if you want to set the handle down, you can kind of, yeah. There we go. All right. I have the microphone for you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming in person, for those of you who are here, and for those of you who are tuned in. Thank you. I'm just going to echo what everyone else has essentially said, but really it takes everybody's participation and effort that they've put into this, from the donors to housekeeping, puppy raisers, instructors, and I really want to thank everyone who's made this possible, and thank my classmates who have made this a lot of fun, and Bosco's 3 wonderful puppy raisers and their family. I didn't realize how popular he was until I got calls one night from all 3 of them. I was like, wow, he's a popular guy. So thank you all so much. I'm really looking forward to working with this guy and having a lot of fun. Thank you.
I am one of the puppy raisers. I was one of the ones that he was transferred to, Nanette and I, with Cameron Park puppy raisers. I know, honey. And we got him about at 5 months. Usually we start with a little tiny baby, but it was nice not to potty train, so there was that. This is why we do this, as you all here know, is for this exact reason. Mo could not be a better person to be paired up with Bosco, and they are just going to soar through life. There will be no stumbles here. I can already see it. Bosco, he's amazing. He's so energetic in a good way. He is so food motivated that he will do anything for it, and all wrapped up in a big goofball. He just absolutely loves to work and loves to go, and Mo loves to work and loves to go, and I think they will just be amazing. I just want to say thank you to my husband and 3 kids, and now the waterworks. Without them and our club, I couldn't do this. Also, without Nanette over here, we co-raised together, so he flopped back and forth every 2 weeks. I'm in the country and she's in the city, so he got a little bit of everything. So he's just amazing, and we're very excited to see where he goes. Apparently, he's going to be going all over the place, so.
Hi, my name's Ashley. Standing on this stage is always a surreal experience. It's the end of one chapter and the beginning of an entire new story. People are always asking, how do you give these puppies up? And my answer is always graduation, in short. But the reality is, there is no words to describe graduation. The wave of emotions that you feel on this day just make it all worth it 100 times over. Bosco was a starter puppy that I was asked to pick up on a few days' notice, and I said, sure, I'll be there on Saturday. And they handed me this puppy, and he quickly gained the nickname Squish Face because he had so much extra skin, and it would just like all fall inwards, and it was just wrinkles and skin, like nothing else. But that nickname did not last long because he quickly got upgraded to Boss Man because he at least thought he was the boss. He was like, this is what we're gonna do and this is how we're gonna do it. And from some stories I've heard of him recently with Mo, that still is true. Bosco was a puppy that taught me many things, one of them being patience. Now, I'm a first grade teacher. I like to think I have a lot of patience, but not enough for him. He forced me to get creative, to come up with new ways to engage him and to teach him new skills because he was always one step ahead of me. So I want to say thank you to Bosco because even though some days it felt like it was really hard, you also taught me how to be better for future puppies and to take those skills forward. I want to thank both of you guys for taking him. We were only supposed to have him for 8 weeks, and we had him a little bit longer, but you guys gave him a wonderful finish and definitely did a lot of hard work to get him where he is now, and he's just doing incredible. Also, my co-raisers who couldn't be here, the Kleps, they helped me with Bosco and my other puppy in training I had at the time, helped work with both of them. And I'm just so excited for Mo and Bosco. There's not a more perfect match. You really are what Bosco needed, and he's what you needed. So congratulations. It's not always going to be an easy journey, but it's definitely going to be worth it and beautiful.
Hi, I'm, as you know, Nanette, and I co-raised with Melissa with Bosco. He looks... I love Squish Face. We called him Bosco Bear because he just looked like a little bear. And but he had lots of different nicknames, and gosh, everything they said is just him. He's energetic. He's willing. He's like, what do you want me to do? I'll do it. And even if it's wrong, he'll try to do it. And he'll try again and again for the kibble, but also for the love. He's just a snuggle bug. And so Goofball was another name. I know we call a lot of our dogs goofballs, but he was definitely a goofball. So, thank you to Ashley for starting him and getting him to the place where we could just kind of put those little finishing touches on and make him the perfect dog for Mo. We're so excited to meet you and just wish you all the best. I guess I can't really finish without saying thank you to, and here come the waterworks, our puppy club and everybody involved, our families who just welcome Bosco. Every time there was a party or a vacation, it's like Bosco was just expected to come. And he did, and he was just a pleasure. And I also hear that he's gonna, like Melissa was saying, have all these adventures with you, Mo. So he will be the perfect partner for you and your family, and your kids they're just gonna enjoy, having him around. So super excited for you, and we just wish you all the best.
Congratulations, Mo and Bosco. Now I would also like to recognize Brian Chuparski of Regina, Saskatchewan, who received in-home training with Kearney, a male black Labrador retriever. Kearney was raised by Allison, Nick, and Olivia Farindelli of Chino Hills, California. So I have a note from Brian to share. So Brian says, in 1981, I was introduced to my first guide and what a guide dog could do for me. I first would like to thank my friends here in Regina for helping me apply for my 5th guide dog. I'd like to thank my puppy raisers, Olivia, along with her mom and dad, Allison and Nick, for raising Kearney. I would like to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind and my instructor, Heather Foster. Congratulations to all of the other teams graduating today. Finally, I'd like to thank the donors, sponsors, and foster homes for making this guide dog family work. My retired guide, Juliet, will be going into foster care after returning to GDB, and it gives me peace to know that she is in a loving home. GDB provides this amazing support along with helping people who are blind live a life of independence. Thank you all, from Brian and Kearney. And up on the screens, we have a photo of Brian and Kearney. Brian is smiling at the camera as he sits in one of the pews at his church. Kearney, a male black Labrador retriever, is looking at the camera in his guide dog harness, and he's sitting by Brian's side. And we have another photo submission from Kearney's puppy raisers. In the photo, young puppy Kearney is sitting and looking cutely at the camera on the day that the Farindellis picked him up from campus. All right. We'll have one more big round of applause for Class 1010 graduating today. And next, I would like to introduce Supervisor Darren Walsh and Instructor Chelsea Allen for a demonstration.
Jay, I appreciate that.
You got it.
I'll figure out what to do with the microphones.
Okay.
All right. Well, before we get started with the clicker demonstration, I just wanted to thank the graduates again and just say what a wonderful 2 weeks it's been. And I am just so proud of all of the work that you've put in over the last couple of weeks. One of our puppy raisers said it really well. I thought that was really great what you said about closing of a chapter, beginning of a story. It's something similar, right? That's very poignant and very appropriate for the journey that you're about to go on. Class was the easy part. You have a long career ahead of you with your guide dogs, and realize that these partnerships are going to evolve over time, and it's because of the effort that you've put in over these last 2 weeks and the effort that you're going to continue to put in as you go home with these dogs, okay? So realize too that Guide Dogs is only a phone call away. Our support system is here to help you if you need anything, so please be in touch if you need us. Congratulations, guys. All right, let's have some fun, shall we? Let's do a little demonstration of back chaining using clicker training. I'd like to introduce Chelsea again and a training dog, Marcia. Now, a lot of the skills our dogs are taught here in training and in class is through the use of a clicker. Sounds something like this. All right, and so we pair the sound of a clicker to a behavior, and each time a click happens, the dog gets a food reward. And you can tell what Chelsea is doing right now is having Marcia touch her fist. And each time that behavior happens, she is rewarding the dog with a food reward. The reason why we have a hand target that we put on cue is because it is portable. We can teach that hand target to a lot of different objects in the environment. Things like an APS signal, a light pole, a bus stop, a trash can, things like that. And what Chelsea is doing is just kind of warming this dog up. Marcia obviously kind of knows and is motivated, right? Anytime she hears the click, she gets pretty darn excited, doesn't she? Having a good time. Now you'll also notice that Chelsea hasn't said anything to Marcia yet, other than just providing a food reward. The clicker has a very powerful tool because it is paired always with food reward. So what we're going to start with next is getting Marcia to associate the hand target to the chair. Good, and a little bit of a delay. She's got to chew first, right? Biological needs first. Good girl. She touches her nose to Chelsea's hand, and we step back, and we try and add little links to the behavior chain that we're creating, right? Marcia is being taught now to approach the chair from a distance, and she's starting to anticipate. Dogs in the front row are getting a little excited as well. They're saying, "Where's my food reward?" That's great. And this is a workshop that we do quite a bit in class that we teach our clients to apply this behavior to anything in their environment if they need it at home. So Chelsea's going to start picking up that harness handle now and giving a known command, or cue, which is the forward cue. Good, right to that chair. As soon as she puts her nose on it, Chelsea rewards with food. And we're going to add a little bit more to the behavior chain here and just go a little bit further back. And you can tell Marcia's pretty darn excited. Good girl. Because as soon as Chelsea picks up that harness handle, Marcia is initiating behavior. And that's how we know that the dog is starting to understand, is that anticipation towards the target. What a good girl. Eventually, we will start adding a cue word that the dog doesn't know. Things like find the chair or find the door, find the APS button, whatever it is that the dog is learning to target, okay? One more repetition here. We're going to go all the way back. Whoa, she's dragging you, isn't she? Now, to close the behavior chain, we're just going to go ahead and sit down. Oftentimes, that's really rewarding. How about a big hand for Chelsea and Marcia? Good job, guys. Thank you very much. All right. We'll hopefully see Marcia up here on stage, graduating here shortly in the next couple classes. She's in the finishing stages of her training. Well, thank you all, of course, for being here. And we, those of you online as well, thank you for joining. We really appreciate it, all of the support. And that concludes our graduation program. If you would like to donate to our mission, you may text partnerships to 50155. And for those who are on the live stream, we hope to see you soon here in person, but that concludes our graduation program. Thank you guys for joining. We have refreshments next door in the fireside lobby, and if you are here for the puppy raising presentation, please stick around. Ashley will be with you here shortly for the tour. Thank you. All right.